Hello, God bless, and good morning. It is Coach Jay Hyler. So today what I want to talk about is I want to talk about a option when it comes to your coffee. If you are like me, as well as my family, right, we like to wake up to a calming glass of coffee. Now, there's nothing wrong with coffee. In fact, studies show that coffee can have some really powerful benefits because of the antioxidants within them, but perhaps a different conversation for another time. What I want to bring to you today is an option for a creamer, because a lot of people don't just have their coffee black, which is what I recommend for a pre-workout if you're not going to have an actual supplement pre-workout. But a lot of people like to put some sort of a cream or hard whipping cream or just a creamer in their coffee. So if you're one of those people, I got something for you, and this message is for you today. So with that being said, I truly love the Super Creamer. It is absolutely wonderful and awesome in a lot of different ways. I'm going to actually read the back because I don't have it memorized yet. I just know it's absolutely awesome. It has wheat protein concentrate. Concentrate meaning that it digests well inside of the body. It is coconut MCT oil, meaning it is awesome for our digestive tract as well as for the health of our colon. It is monk fruit for the sweetener, natural maple flavor and natural hazelnut flavor, all of which do not have any sugar inside of them. So the total sugar is in fact zero. You probably can't see this on camera, but yes, there is zero sugar. And then you have some other things like natural flavors, potassium phosphate, gelatin gum. None of those things are going to harm you in any kind of way. So with that being said, I absolutely do love the Super Creamer. Okay, so add that to your coffee. It is 2 or 3 tablespoons per serving. So it is very, very good. It gives you a nice subtle blast of sweetness from that monk fruit as well as the natural flavors for the hazelnut, right? But one of the best things that I really do love about it is, as I tell all of my clients, you do not want to start your day with sugar. There is one exception to the rule, and that means you are going to strength train immediately after, because having sugar, specifically simple sugar, it leads to a rapid rise in your blood sugar. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing if you're going to be working out, because you want your blood sugar a little heightened so you have that energy, and that energy will be used, meaning burned off, instead of stored inside of your body fat stores, which can often happen if your metabolism is a little sluggish, if you're already overweight, which most of you probably watching this might be in that situation. So your insulin sensitivity is not good. So someone who has a six-pack already year round, they can easily have something like a simple sugar, and it won't necessarily mess with them from an aesthetic standpoint or from a standpoint of how they look, okay? Might mess with how they feel, but it may not mess with how they look. Now, let's go into the how they feel, right? So first and foremost, if you're already overweight, starting with sugar, it does a couple of bad things for everybody. The one thing is it will make you crave sugar throughout the day, because how you start your day is how you start your brain. And your brain is constantly searching for more of what you gave it in terms of sugar, because it loves sugar. It is its favorite way of deriving energy is through sugar. So if you give your brain sugar in the very beginning of the morning, you're going to convince your body that it wants more sugar, specifically simple sugar. That's things like candies, candy cereals, you get it. I mean, I don't know, peanut butter and jellies, whatever, like stuff that has simple sugar in it. You get the idea. It will make you go to McDonald's and get a freaking shake. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you don't want that to happen. That's the one thing that it does for everybody across the board. But if your body, again, deals with sugar well, meaning you have good insulin sensitivity, say you can see your abdominals year round, that's going to be a really, really good standpoint to know for a fact that you can deal with sugar very, very well. It's going to be in your muscles more than anything. So for an individual like that, who actually has the sugar coming mostly into their muscles, it might not mess with their energy at all. And in fact, it will not mess with their aesthetics, like I've already said. For the individual who is struggling with body fat, someone who is considered overweight, someone who cannot see a slim waistline, I would consider yourself, just for yourself, we can speculate about this and we can go back and forth. But in general, I would speculate that you are more insulin resistant, meaning that your body resists sugar instead of takes the sugar and utilizes it well. And if it resists sugar and you're giving it sugar, your body is more apt to store that as fat on your body because that sugar is not immediately utilized. So going back to what I said, if you're going to strength train, having a sugar prior to that, that's okay, because that elevated blood sugar is no longer going to crash and make you all groggy and make you feel like junk, but you're actually going to utilize that sugar in the workout itself. Because if you're strength training, not doing cardio, that's glycolytic in nature, meaning that your body is going to need that sugar to propel that workout forward. If you really want to get the best workout of your life, having some carbohydrates in your day prior to that workout, not necessarily right before. If it's simple sugar, right before, but all carbohydrates are not created equal. If it has some form of fiber in it, which means it's like a fruit or it's some other whole food kind of a carbohydrate, well, you can simply have that before your exercise and still get the same exact effect, which is absolutely awesome. But going back all the way to the coffee thing, if you want a creamer that does not have any sugar in it, this is why I recommend the super creamer. Okay, I just actually had some. If you're like me, you like to put the creamer in first and then put the coffee over the top because it mixes it well in the very beginning. You don't have to use a little spoon to do your mixing for you. Anyway, hope this was helpful. If you're looking for a creamer, definitely give it a shot and share this video to somebody. It's going to help. Cheers, mate. Give it a shot.